welcome to another yoga studio. I'm Kat, for those of you who haven't joined us for one of our videos before, and it's lovely to have everybody on the mat with me today. So today's yoga session is a nice full body stretch with a little bit of a twist. So we're going to be doing plenty of twisting. All right, okay, so there's going to be a bit of time spent sitting with some of the stretches. So you might want to have something like a cushion or a yoga block if you've got one for sitting on. If you like to use a strap for to help with any of your stretches, then maybe a strap, or I've got a yoga bag, mat bag, can be useful just to help with some of the stretches. And if you haven't got blocks, then a couple of big books can also help out. All right, okay, so when you've got all of your props and equipment that you need, we'll get started. So we're going to begin on our backs. So just coming to lie on the floor, finding a comfortable position to lie in. So if you're not happy with the legs flat out just yet in front of you, take a bend in the knees, let your hands come to rest by your side or on the belly if that helps with the breathing. Close your eyes. And then start to just begin to find that awareness of the breath. See if you can use the breath then to settle in to your space on the mat. Just letting go of any stress or tension that you've been holding. Letting go of whatever you don't need right now. And we're allowing the mind to quieten and relax. And then see if you can consciously take those big breaths in. So the big breaths fill the space in the belly, the space in the chest. See if you can notice the rise and the fall of the belly, the rise and the fall of the chest. So we're here just for a couple more minutes, or a couple more breaths rather. Make these last couple of breaths here, lying on the mat, the biggest breaths you've taken all day so far. And then just start to bring a little bit of movement through the fingers and the toes, through the hands and through the feet. Maybe stretch the legs away from you, take the arms back past your head. Take a big stretch out from fingers to toes. And then hug your knees up in towards your chest. Take a little rock from side to side with the knees. And then we're just going to keep hold of the right knee. So as you exhale, let the left leg extend all the way down towards the floor. Maybe keep a little bend in it if you need it. And then just take a hat or a little rock with the right knee from side to side. So if you can't quite hold over the shin, if that doesn't feel right today, hold around the back of the thigh. We just want to guide the knee, the hip, and a little bit of movement from side to side. And then as you breathe out, swap the legs over. See if you can guide the left knee then from side to side. And then bring the right leg up. So we plant the right foot just in front of the hip. We're going to let the left knee foot come towards the floor. Let the arms relax out to the side. And start to take a little roll of both knees together then now. So as you inhale, roll the knee one way. Exhale, squeezing the belly into the spine. Roll the knees to the center, and then inhale, roll them the other way. So just finding a nice, easy twist. Don't need to push anything. Just seeing how far the knees, the back, the chest, the hips, the shoulders want to twist. I'm going to take one more to either side. This time, see if you can let your knees, or the hip rather, roll. The head, I'll get that, the head, roll in the opposite direction. Good, come back into the middle. Exhale, take the right knee back up in towards the chest. Let the left leg stretch away from you. And then exhale, allow the right knee to cross over towards the left shoulder. So we're squeezing it in and up. So remember, you can always hold around the thigh if you don't want to hold over the shin. Starting to find maybe a little bit of a stretch in the hip or the lower back. And then come back into the center. Take the knee out to the other side. So we're going to exhale, roll the knee away from you, just supporting it with the arm, with the hand. And again, see if you can squeeze it up and in towards you. Just take a nice couple of big breaths in here. Try not to let the left hip roll up off the floor. So we're just going to maybe take the left hand, just gently press the left hip down so we remember to keep it on the mat. And then as you exhale, bring the right knee into the center. Right arm's just going to relax out to the side. Roll the right knee over so we start to come into a little bigger twist. Again, maybe the head wants to roll to look away from the knee. And then just try and allow the back, the chest, the shoulders to relax. So relaxing into the twist rather than pushing the twist. Exhale, come back into the middle. So we come into a half happy baby pose with this right leg. So hold on to the thigh, the calf, the ankle, or the foot. See if you can turn the sole of the foot so it looks towards the ceiling. Keep a bend in the knee. We're trying to keep the ankle and the knee stacked. And then see if you can take a little squeeze of the shoulder down into, or the knee rather, down into the shoulder towards the floor. Breathe here. Good. Release the right knee. Take it all the way down towards the floor, and we're going to repeat it on the other side. So exhale, bring the left knee up in towards the chest. Next breath out, take the left knee across the body so it comes up toward, over and up towards the right shoulder. Just noticing how the hip feels here. Do we notice a stretch in the back or the hip on the left side? Maybe we don't notice anything at all on this side. So remember, the sides are always going to be different. And then as you exhale, bring the left knee out and across, support it with the left arm or the hand. And we want to squeeze the knee up and into the shoulder. So opening out across the hips, front of the hips then now. Good. Come back into the middle. Release the left arm out to the side, and then as you exhale, roll that left knee over to the right. See if you can take the head back to look the other way. A bigger, stronger twist here now. Again, try and relax the body into it. So rather than forcing, straining to find the twist, let it relax. And then breathe out, squeeze the belly in. Come back into the middle. Open the left knee then out the other way, finding the thigh, the calf, the ankle or the foot to hold on to with the left hand. Turn the sole of the foot so it looks towards the ceiling. So when we've got the ankle and the knee trying to stack as best we can, knees bent. So it's not about stretching here. We want to still work into the hips. Good. Just take 1 or 2 more breaths here. And then exhale, releasing the knee. Hug both knees up in towards the chest. Find the back to the thighs, the calves, the ankles or the feet. And we're going to then show both feet up towards the ceiling. Come into that full happy baby pose. Maybe you find yourself having a little rock here. Maybe you stay still. See if you can just press those knees down in towards the shoulders. Good. Exhale, release the knees into the center. We're going to hold around the backs of the thighs. Find our way up to sitting. So if you're happy with a rock and roll, we're going to rock and roll ourselves up to sitting. Otherwise, release the feet down and roll yourself up in your own way. So if we're rolling, inhale, roll back. Exhale, roll up. Maybe take that a couple of times until you feel ready to come all the way up into a seated position. And we are going to bring the feet in. So we're going to come into a cross-legged or easy seated pose. So cross the left foot in with the right leg in front. So if you're not happy with your cross-leg position, we take the feet into a big diamond shape. And of course, you can always use your cushion here to sit on to lift the hips up if that's going to make it a little bit more comfortable and just help you to sit nice and long through the spine. When you're ready then, plant the left hand down. Inhale, reach the right arm up. And as you exhale, we're going to take a little lean, a little stretch over to that left side. Reach out through the right fingertips. Push then all the way down through into your right hip. So you want to find a big stretch through the right side body. So just anchoring down, grounding yourself down into the floor. Good. Stay with your lean to the side. Bring the right hand to the back of the head. Open out with the elbow. Really work up to the ceiling. Allow your shoulder blade to melt into the middle of the spine. And then when you're ready, we're going to exhale, round forwards, head to knee. Inhale, open up, twist back up through the body. Point the elbow up to the ceiling. So exhale, tuck the chin into the chest, twist so we bring the head to the knee. Inhale, open up, point the elbow to the ceiling. So opening, stretching out through the shoulders, maybe finding stretch in the spine and the hip as we round forwards. So just working with your body, finding what your body is telling you today. So remember, each day, each time we do this, we might find a different response to the stretch. Exhale or the pose. So exhale, round forwards, hold it there. Maybe it feels okay to keep the hand on the back of the head here, creating perhaps a little bit of extra stretch through the neck. If that doesn't feel right, just let the hand drop towards the floor. And allow yourself to relax forwards there. Take some big breaths in. Stay grounded, stay anchored down, particularly through that right hip. Good. Inhale, sit yourself up. So we're just walking the hands back in. So we're all going to have a little twist towards that left side. As you next exhale, see if you can twist a little bit further round. Try to look over the shoulder towards the back. And then inhale, come back into the center. Okay, so from here, we're going to stretch the right leg out in front, just taking the left leg round to the side then now. So we come into our head to knee pose. So the left foot's tucked on the inside of the thigh. Maybe it needs to come a little bit further down to the calf. And if it isn't quite comfortable, to tuck it into the side or just lay it, the sole of the foot on the side of the leg, we can take that knee a little bit wider out to the side. So sit nice and tall, relax the shoulders. As you breathe out, just take a little fold from the hip. As you inhale, sit up. Exhale, fold from the hip. So we're trying to keep the belly and the chest reaching forwards. So we're not allowing the head to round. We've just done that when we were in that little cross-legged stretch. This time we're keeping the spine long. Exhale, come forwards. This time see if you can just hold it here. So we're just working as best we can into this fold here. So just being mindful of how the back of the leg feels, maybe the hip feels, maybe the back feels, and taking our head to knee pose, Janu Shishasana, as far as we feel comfortable. Then see, once you've got to that comfortable point, see if you can then breathe out, work that little bit deeper. Maybe we can ease and push that stretch, find the edge in that stretch just a little bit more. Take a couple more big breaths here. Just keep coming back to thinking about the breathing. Inhale, sit yourself up. And then we're going to come round into a low lunge with the right leg in front. So just finding your own way there, moving however feels best. So stack the right knee over the ankle. We're just then trying to shuffle that left leg a little way behind us if we can. Inhale, reach up with the arms. Exhale, allow the hips to just drop, melt towards the floor if you can. And then exhale, release the fingertips towards the floor. So if you need it here, you can't, if it's not quite, if the hand doesn't want to come down towards the floor very well today, use your block, maybe it's that book, just to put underneath that left hand. We're going to take some circles with the right arm. So when you're ready, inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, circle it back behind you. Following the hand with the eyes, with the head, inhale, circle up. Exhale, circle behind. So that arm leads the body into a little bit of a twist. So take one more circle. Inhale, circling up. Exhale, circling behind. And then see if you can just hold it there. Reach the fingers back behind you. Stretch all the way out through to the edge of those right fingers. Maybe the hips can just drop a little bit more towards the floor. Good. As you inhale, reach up. with the arm. Exhale, take the hand all the way down, and we're going to shuffle, slide, take that right knee back so we come into our head to tabletop position. Little shake out with the right wrist, with the left wrist, with the left hand if you want, and then press down through the hands, spreading the fingers out so you feel the whole of the hand connect to the mat as much as possible, and then push the hands in towards each other as if your thumbs could come to kiss. Exhale, squeeze the belly round up, come to cat. Inhale, draw the shoulders back, turn the tailbone up, come to your cow. So exhale round, draw the belly in so we activate through the core, through the Uddiyana Bandha into our cat, pushing the spine up. Exhale to round the other way. Sorry, inhale to round the other way. So exhale, arch up. Inhale, arch down. Moving with the breath. We're here for 2 more breaths. Good. Exhale, come back into the middle. Inhale, just pause here, and then when you're ready, exhale, thread the left arm underneath so it pulls you round into a twist. See if you can take the shoulder and the ear towards the floor. Then, if you feel comfortable, we're going to slide the right foot out to the side so it stays in line with the hip, just sliding off the edge of the mat out to the side. And again, if you want to go that little bit further, try and wrap the right arm around the hip. If none of that feels okay, just stay in this kneeling twist, a twisted puppy dog pose here. Good. Release the right hand down if you need to. Bring the right knee back in under the hip if you need to. And then exhale, lift all the way up. Come back to your tabletop position. Tucking the toes under. Exhale, lift up, come to your downward facing dog. Once you're there, maybe take a little pedal out with the feet to give yourself a little bit of movement with the hips, the shoulders, the neck. So just trying to listen into your body and your downward facing dog, so seeing what you need today. And then exhale. See if maybe the heels can just tap towards the floor, maybe the knees straighten, and then breathe out. Squeeze the belly in towards the spine. Push down through the hands. Squeeze the thumbs in towards each other. Good. When you're ready, exhale, release the knees down towards the floor. Send the feet one way, the hips the other. And we're going to come back into our easy seated pose. So remember, grab your cushion, your block if you need to sit on. And this time we're going to bring the right foot in with the left leg in front. Be mindful of how the hips and the knees and the ankles feel. Remember here, you can always come into that diamond shape, that big wide diamond shape, if that feels more accessible today. When you're sat down then, we want to just find that little bit of length up through the spine, through the neck, out through the crown of the head. Take the right fingers down towards the floor. Breathe in, reach the left arm up. And then exhale, take that lean over to the right side. So remember, we want to anchor down through the sit bones, particularly that left side, so they're not just rocking into the right hip. Reaching the arm over the ear and come all the way out to your fingertips. Breathe here. Long, slow, deep breaths. Good. Bring the left hand then now around the back of the head. Melt the shoulder blade down towards the floor, the middle of the spine and the floor. Point the elbow up. When you're ready, we're going to exhale, round forwards. Inhale, twist back up, point the elbow to the ceiling. Imagine you are wrapping your shoulder blade, your arm around the back of your chest. Exhale, round forwards. Let the elbow drop towards the floor. Inhale, twist, open back up, squeezing the arm, the shoulder back. See if you can stay grounded through that left hip. Opening all the way up one more time. Exhale, round forwards. So we're just twisting, rounding towards the knee. Maybe you want to just let the left hand hang heavy on the back of the head here. Just maybe helping you find that little deeper stretch through the neck. Otherwise the hand can just relax towards the floor. Just check in, see what feels good on this side. What helps you get the most out of the pose, the most out of the stretch. Maybe having that there is way too much and you know you need to release it. We just got to respond, listen to our body. Breathe. Good. When you're ready, inhale, ground down, sit up tall, sit up long, come all the way up through the spine, the neck, the crown of the head. And then on your next exhale, twist a little bit further round to the right. Look over the right shoulder, if you can, with the neck. Good. Inhale, release it. Come back into the center. And now we're going to extend through the left leg. Just pulling the right foot then out to the side so we can just place it onto the thigh, the calf. Maybe again it wants to come a little bit wider. So just check into how this side feels today. Sit nice and tall. And then when you're ready, exhale. Take that little lean forwards. Inhale. Sitting up. So remember, it all comes from the hips. Press the belly and the chest forwards. Inhale, sit. Exhale, come forwards. This time, hold. So just easing the body into the pose. So rather than just going straight there and trying to immediately go deep, we want to ease into it. Move the body through the space. And then once you get there, find where you feel you can go. Hold, breathe. And then if it feels okay, maybe we go that little deeper. Check into the joints, any pain in any of the joints, come out of it. Shake it out, maybe then try and come back in. If it's not right, readjust. Find a different position to help you come forwards. Maybe the leg needs to come out that bit wider or a bit further down on this right side. Good. Inhale, sit up. And now we want to come into that low lunge on the other side. So just bringing yourself into that lunge position, moving how you feel best to get there. Left leg out in front. So we want the left knee over the ankle this time. Shuffling the right leg back just a little bit if we can, so it's behind us. Inhale, reach up with the fingertips. And it doesn't matter which way we face on the mat, which end we're looking at. Space is ours. So ground down through the left foot, push all the way through the toes, the outside of the foot, the heel. And then as you exhale, take the hands down towards the floor. So maybe you can put something underneath this right hand now if it helps. As you inhale, start to circle the left arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, it circles back behind. So inhale, coming round and up in front. Exhale, circling round. Using the eyes, the head to follow. Allowing the arm and the shoulder to lead you into the twist. One more. And then exhale, reach the fingertips back behind. Find that twist. So you're bringing the belly and the chest towards the inside of the thigh. Maybe the hips drop that little bit lower to the floor. Work, breathe here. Good. When you're ready, just circle the arm up, back, round. Take the fingertips down. Bring your left knee back. Remember, you can give the wrists a little shake out here, give the knees a little shake out here before you settle into your tabletop position. Press down through the hands, push them in towards each other, or imagine you could push them in towards each other so you feel that activation through the arms and the hands. Exhale, start to round up through the spine. And then as you inhale, see if you can push the ribcage over to the right, circling it round to your cow. Coming up into your cat. So it's trying to draw some circles in each direction as you work through your cat-cow. If that doesn't feel right, just stick to moving up and down through the spine. We're here for 2 more breaths. And then when you've had those 2 breaths, come into the middle. And then exhale, thread the right arm underneath them now. Bring your shoulder, bring your ear towards the floor. And then we're going to see if we can maybe take the left leg out, stretch the left leg out to the side. If it feels okay and you want to try wrapping the left hand around the hip, the back, you can. See if you can melt, if the arm wrap, see if you can wrap the shoulder blade with around the back of the chest as well. If that doesn't feel right, come back into this it's a variation on our puppy dog pose, a twisted puppy dog pose. You use the hand and the knees for support. So we're going to try to breathe here. Good. Release the hand if you need to. Release the leg if you need to. Inhale, push back up into that tabletop position. Press down through the arms and the hands, tuck the toes under. Exhale, lift up, downward facing dog. So when you're ready, we are going to come up to the top of your mat. So where you want to go, walk, step, hop, do what you need to get there. Allow the body just to relax forwards. Maybe keep a little bend in the knees. It helps the fingertips to relax on the floor. And then when you're ready, breathe out. Squeeze the belly in, tuck the tailbone under, round up. So you come all the way up to standing. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands into your center. So we're going to ground down through the leg. Exhale, squeeze the belly in, take the right leg up. So we're going to bring the knee up in towards the chest, so hold around the shin or around the thigh, just bring it up as far as it will go. Then if you feel okay with the balance, we're going to inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, use the arm to bring you into a twist, so we twist towards the right. When you get to the twist, fix the eyes. If it doesn't feel right twisting, And that's really not helping the balance. Stay looking out in front. Good. Inhale, reach the right arm back up. Exhale, come back into the center. Inhale, take the right foot down. Ground down through the right foot. Feel the foot pressing into the floor. Exhale, belly draws in. Take the left knee up. So again, round the shin or round the thigh. Bring the knee as far as it wants to go up towards you. Then if you want to go into the twist, inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, twist the other way. So don't worry if there's a bit of a wobble. That's okay. Just do the best you can with your balance. Good. Inhale, reach the arm up. Come back into the center. Inhale, take the left foot down. So again, just find a grounding down through both feet then now. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, folding from the hips. Bring yourself down towards the floor. Bend your knees if you need to. Breath, another breath in. Step back with the right foot. Drop the knee towards the floor. So grab your blocks or your books here if you need to. We're going to hold, we're going to pull back into our half split position. So when you're ready, exhale, push the left hip back behind you. So walk the hands, walk the blocks in if it helps. And then we want to come into a twist. So breathe out, twist towards the left, towards the front leg. See if you can reach the left fingers up to the ceiling. So if you're happy without the blocks, then that's fine. Just take the finger, you can have the fingertips on the floor, twist up that way. So breathe into it, see how the body feels here. Can you help the body at all, or do you want to maybe focus on where you don't notice the stretch? And then exhale, release. Push back into your lunge position, just moving the blocks out of the way if you need to. And then we're going to come back into plank. So tuck the back toes under, bring the left knee back so you can be in your half plank, shoulders over the wrists, or squeeze the belly in a little harder as you squeeze the knees up. So whichever position we're in, try not to let the bottom stick up. We want to squeeze the belly in, lengthening out through the spine. So you work from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Press down through the hands. Imagine you were sliding your thumbs in towards each other again. Strong hands, strong arms, strong core. Press all the way out through the heels. You feel the whole of the body trying to work here. Good. When you're ready, exhale, lower all the way down to the mat so we can use the knees if it helps. Inhale, take the shoulders back, rise up to cobra. Remember, if cobra is too much, just slide in with the elbows underneath. We're here for a few breaths. See whichever position you're in, if you can feel your glute muscles, the ones in your bottom working, the muscles in your lower back. Good. Exhale, release. Come all the way down towards the floor. So from here, we're going to open the arms out to the side. Bend the left elbow, bend the left knee. When you're ready, we're looking towards our left hand. Exhale. Use your left hand just to push the left knee up off the floor. So you twist, you roll through the body. You're trying to bring your left toes behind you to the side. Breathe here. Let's take it as far as you feel you can go. Don't worry if the toes don't come towards the floor. Try and let the head rest on the mat. And then exhale, come back into the middle. Swapping the arms over, stretching the left leg, the left arm out to the side. Bend the right arm, bend the right knee. Exhale, twist round the other way. See if you can bring your right toes, maybe the foot towards the floor. Breathe here. And then when you're ready, exhale, roll back into the middle. And then take a big breath in. Exhale, take it back to your child's pose. See if you can let the head rest to the floor. Maybe you want to make a little cushion for your head with your head, for your head with your hands. And when you're ready, reach the hands out in front of you if you're not there already. Inhale, push up onto your hands and knees. Exhale, tuck the toes under, lift back up to your downward facing dog. So we're going to try a little twist in our down dog. If it's too much to do this in down dog, drop your knees. See if you can come to the twist in that tabletop position so you come into that puppy dog variation. So when you're ready, exhale, reach the right, press down through the feet and the left hand. Reach your right hand back. See if you can hold on to the thigh, the calf. We're trying to hold on to the outside of the leg if we can. And then just look underneath the left arm. Good. Inhale, come back to the center. Remember, drop to the knees. Come into that variation on your puppy dog instead if you want. Press down through the right hand, both feet. Exhale, reach back with the left. Find the outside of the right thigh, the right calf. Don't worry if you find you have to take a little bit more of a bend in the knees. Maybe the heels lift a little bit more here. Try to look underneath your right armpit. Good. Release the right hand down. Exhale, come all the way down towards the floor. Send the feet one way, the hips the other. And we're going to come round into our seated wide leg position. So again, just sit it doesn't matter which way you face on the mat. Just sit nice and tall, relax your shoulders. We're going to inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Big breath in, and then as you exhale, take a little fold down over the right leg. So make sure you're anchoring down, you're pushing through both hips. Try not to let the left hip lift up off the floor. If you want to use your block or your cushion underneath the hips, you can. And then this is one where you might find that using your strap or whatever it is that you're using to help pull you forwards, just to help bring you down over the right side. Try not to round through the back. Keep the body long. The hands don't have to reach to the feet. They can tuck in and closer if you prefer. A little spider. Okay, inhale, sit tall. Exhale, come to the center. Inhale, lengthen up again. Feel yourself grounding down through both sides. Exhale, twist to the left. Exhale, come forwards. So just be mindful of the right side. Trying to stay grounded down through both hips if you can. That spider's determined to come and crawl all over my legs, and I'm worried I'm going to squash him in a minute. So the feet are flexed. Try to keep the knees, the toes pointing to the ceiling. Inhale, sit yourself up. Exhale, come back into the center. Big breath in. Sit a little taller again, and then exhale. Try and bring yourself down, folding forwards over both legs then now. So use the hands. Maybe, again, you want to think about using whatever your block is. You could always just rest the arms on the block if it's just a little bit too much to bring the hands or the arms towards the floor. Come on, spider. Put you right out of the way. I'm going to have to squash you in a minute otherwise. Good. Inhale, sit yourself up. Just find the backs of the knees, bring the knees in together, and then just give yourself a little rock from side to side. Good. Okay, so we're going to stretch the legs out in front of us. Take a little roll all the way down towards the floor. Float the arms back. Take a full body stretch out from fingers to toes. And then when you're ready, exhale, bring the hands by your side, squeeze the belly in as you take the toes, the knees in towards you, and then stretch the legs towards the ceiling. Try and just draw some little circles on the ceiling with the feet. So feeling that movement then come all the way down through the feet, into the hips, into the lower back. Draw those circles back the other way. And then pause there. Just let the feet rest over the knees, over the hips. Picture the blood just rushing from the feet all the way back down through the legs. Away any toxins with the blood. And then when you're ready, just bring the knees in towards your chest. Take your feet down towards the floor. Open the arms out to the sides, and when you're ready, exhale, roll the knees to the right, head looks to the left. And just relax into the twist if you can, melt into the twist. And then breathe out, squeeze the belly in, roll the knees over the other way. Melt, relax into the twist here. And when you're ready, breathe out. Bring the knees back into the center, hug them up in towards the chest. So pause for a moment here. Just let the knees relax heavy into the chest. If you'd like to take a little bit of movement, perhaps a little rock or some little circles with the knees, bring a little bit of movement in if that feels good. Otherwise, just stay still. And then when you're ready, let the feet come down towards the floor. We can keep the knees bent here. Maybe the knees just want to roll in towards each other. Otherwise, let the legs slide away from you. The arms are relaxing out to the side. Closing your eyes as you start to try and settle into Shavasana, into relaxation. Coming back to that note, to fully noticing the breath. Seeing if you can notice the movement in the belly and the chest as you breathe. And just noticing how the body feels. Working your way up from the toes, the feet, the heels. See if you can allow each part of the body just to relax, to melt into the floor a little bit more heavily. So thinking about the back and the hips, the chest. Noticing the arms and the hands. And then see if you can allow the neck and the head to rest back a little bit more deeply heavily into the floor. And then when you're ready, maybe let the breathing come back to normal. See if you can keep the mind switched off for a moment longer. Any thoughts that do come into your head, see if you can just let them float away without choosing or trying to choose not to follow them. And gently start to move the fingers, the toes, the hands and the feet. Give yourself a little stretch out from fingers to toes as you float the arms back past your head. Big breath in. And then when you're ready, exhale, roll the knees in, up towards your chest. Take a moment here for yourself. Again, add a little bit of movement in, maybe a little rock from side to side if that feels good. And when you're ready, roll around onto your left-hand side. So you push yourself up to sitting, just taking your time. Try to keep your eyes closed if you can. Sit comfortably, sit tall, relax your shoulders. We're going to inhale, reach the arms up. Palms together at the top, and then as you exhale, bring your hands down through to your center, to your heart, bow your head to your fingers. Just acknowledging your effort and your time on the mat today. Seeing it in with Namaste. Well, good. Well done. I hope you enjoyed that and you are feeling nicely stretched out through the body. If you have any comments or questions, please feel free to leave them below and I'll try and get back to you as soon as possible. Otherwise, give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and remember, if you do enjoy joining me on the mat, then hit the subscribe button and then you'll know when our next class comes out. All right, take care then now. Bye.